Hello, welcome. This is Mistydolphin. Sorry about that. I had to do something real quick. Anyway, let's get right into Robocop Road City. So let's get to it.
You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not
There's
wrong.
always not dying.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo. See you later in the briefing room.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rat.
As I was writing it, I noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
You helped plenty.
Still a long way to go. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go.
There's my favorite law enforcement officer.
I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can I comment now?
No.
I hurt myself.
We are not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of record.
It is not.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
So that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go. Is everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
Huh. I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
A cop must be ready. Get a different gun.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard to not try at all. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just
Okay,
remember,
Robo.
if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
What is it, officer?
Huh? I didn't realize I was talking out loud. It's just that I need to hang Briggs's picture on the memorial wall. It's just a lot. Hey, would you be so kind and help me? All you have to do is find Briggs's photo in the database and print it out. Just make sure to hang it straight. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it from Sarge. Thanks, Murphy. I still need to go get his stuff, so, I'm gonna take care of the desk, but could you get his belongings from his locker? You can put everything in the box. I'll make sure his family gets it. I usually do all of this alone, and it doesn't get any easier no matter how many times I do it. But having you share this responsibility with me, it actually helped. Thank you, Murphy.
Thanks to Robocop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
Well then, I'd say it's about time we go make a
All
withdrawal.
right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Didn't they learn the lesson from the last
Look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
Hello, what do we have here?
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Are they gonna go haywire in? One of these things is bad enough. I'm not fighting three.
I can see your bank job turned out to be quite intense. Ed 209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area. There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
We thought you were getting cold feet. Come on, boys. Let's finish up here and show them what it means to be a team player. Go! Go! Suspects are resisting! I knew you were gonna lose. Our line of work is about the team, not the tech.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
Unrealistic plans are not a crime.
But the ways by which they're pursued may be. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, But if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
Considering how things go in Robocop 3, she's not far off.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would now take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nut.
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best!
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive!
I only played dead so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
I need the support of a combat engineer.
I saw that Orpheus kid playing puzzle games on his breaks. Ask him for help. I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Officer Washington,
Oh,
I
please
am
tell me I
looking
get to
at
punch
a
him at some
ticking
point.
bomb.
I still want to punch him.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it! First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way.
The dead body being pushed by the vault door, that's funny.
What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Tunnels, back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
I am in pursuit of the real target. I am following the tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry. There's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with street access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that.
Let's roll!
I am listening, creep.
Robocop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
There he is, the man of conventions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it. Robocop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box. Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
I'm ready for you, Robo.
Send us insulated gloves.
I'm afraid not. Looks
All
like
right,
OCP is really cutting
let's
costs
see
like
what's
him.
cooking under the
God
hood.
knows what they'll cut next.
Once I'm done,
Who?
he's all yours, Doctor.
What's that look supposed to mean?
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
It was cruel.
To everyone involved, I'm sure. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Going to build a brand new city where Detroit now stands. Delta City is the only hope that we have.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? Oh, you're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough! Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say a word if you actually met him.
Why?
Hey,
Did you
Shiny.
meet him?
Got a job for you.
Thanksgiving parade. I was part of a column delegated to protect.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
I still want to punch him. What the hell would the old man be doing a dump like
Hey,
this?
you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just don't. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me,
How are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit... Oh.
Holy shit! What was that?
Robocop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Hey, Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel. Go ahead. Just knock her pillar.
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
Then you must suffer the consequences.
No one in this country values independent thinkers anymore.
place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right. So much for my field training.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Police!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights aren't working, and my eyesight's not so good anymore.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune.
Turn your
Don't you come
flashlight
back without
on.
him.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
Clear. Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the cat. You think I should try to remove these planks?
Go ahead.
Wow! I didn't know I had so much strength in me.
You will never know until you try.
What was that? Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised. The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh! I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it! It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you. What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding? There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
Well, that escalated quickly.
It's Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most advantageous location.
Got it.
Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up the back.
Glad to hear that, sir.
Take my fucking hand off!
hold him off for much longer, sir. We're in, pig. Nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns! Fuck! He got me! Ah!
What is your status?
I'm hit.
Remain calm. I am here.
That was tense. I need a breather.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
Can I toss a coin into the fountain?
Waste of money, honey. Someone will steal it before you make a wish.
Entering the fountain is strictly prohibited.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
You are free to go, but no one steps into the same fountain twice. without a ticket.
I think I got it.
Littering is against the law.
It's an act of revenge. I was loyal and she betrayed me.
Trouble in a relationship is no excuse for littering.
What? I mean my boss. She fired me after all these years, so I'm spreading confidential papers. Let everyone know the fraud her company is up to.
You can go, but remember, revenge results from weakness. Forgiveness requires strength.
Yeah, sure. Have it your way.
Perhaps you have a hearing problem. The lady said no.
You're right. That is what she said, officer. I've got to check my hearing aid.
Thank you, Robo. That guy was giving me the creeps.
You are committing an act of vandalism.
Yeah, did the guy from the poster send you?
Compliance with the law has no political affiliation. I have to issue a ticket.
You are suppressing my right to express my opinion. I am a political martyr! Ah, they say we're in a record-breaking recession, but... people are throwing away things that still work. Oh, this underwear looks almost new.
Daddy, what was that?
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
I don't collect it for the court. I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you've proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I needed to spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
Man, it's Robocop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are. Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
We are Detroit! Everybody down! Start shooting!
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
If there is evidence of a crime, I would like to know it.
Police officer, first and foremost. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Is that true? Mary has to close a restaurant?
2 words. Delta City.
Whoa. It's getting so cold. Luckily, the previous owner didn't need this jacket anymore. And it has no bullet holes.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos. Start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
Garden of Earthly Delights.
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics though. But the director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
Diamonds are made under great pressure.
Wait, You think there's a diamond within me? Do you see my shine? I'm just messing with you. That was truly inspirational. But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different. It's cool, is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
You know movies. There is value in that.
Yep. There's nothing better than a good movie. But we're still missing our tape.
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
You cannot reopen a closed book.
So when you're done, you're done? That's rough. Probably true. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire, but here it is.
Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies?
Why do I
Do you
get the
want to
feeling there's
shoot
more to
an
this
action
than we're
movie?
being
I
led
think
on?
I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
Crap! I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
First, I hear a bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happens so fast.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there. Who's gonna pay for all this?
You're all right.
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
That is not the kind of help I was willing to provide.
Come on, give me a break. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, diamonds are made under great pressure. I'm not a fucking diamond, okay? I'm a junkie. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
I will leave the money with you if you spend it wisely.
That's cold-blooded, man. But thanks anyway. You're my savior, Tin Man. But what do I do with the money that I'm not supposed to spend on drugs? Like, what's the point?
Alright, there was some by, 100 the video. If you did, feel free to subscribe and let the murders on you. We'll put this again next week, but if you want to join me next time, I'll be playing more of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, so look forward to that. Anyway, I suppose it's Mistydolphin signing off for now. Thank you, good night.